Hi everyone, I'm Jim and welcome to the review of Vary, the debut studio record by the Japanese band Headphones President. Today we're celebrating the 20th anniversary of the record, so I've decided to go back and see if it still holds up or not. My story with this band is quite simple. I've stumbled upon their music back in 2015 and I've been their fan ever since. Their first records from their inception until 2010 are very good, and you can all find them on my channel. Just type in Headphones President discography. Here's the album, it only has 10 songs. This is the cover art. It's quite nice. The production is tight, it's clean but heavy, no loudness or no clipping. I love the sound of drums here, especially the snare. It has that poink feeling to it, I just adore it. The guitars and bass are also mixed well, same as the vocals. Message is diverse, songs are about various topics, it's mostly personal stuff, struggling through life, relationship issues, fake friends. You can find the lyrics online but not to all of the songs, and also because the band didn't know English that well, the lyrics are kinda weird in most of the parts. I usually don't read them and I just make new lyrics in my head while I'm hearing the vocalist, because the way she pronounces stuff you can interpret it in a different way. Structure of the tracks is mostly advanced. It goes like this: intro, chorus without the vocals, verse, pre-chorus, chorus, second verse, bridge or a new part, a chorus, another bridge, chorus and outro. Sometimes it's slightly different. Music is pure nu metal, it sounds like old school Korn from the 90s mixed with some Japanese influences. The record starts with a track called 58468/0, and the first thing you're going to notice here are the vocals. Anza has a very beautiful, emotional sounding voice, and to me personally, she carries this band because she's one of my all-time favorite singers. You can feel so many emotions in her voice and she always gives the best performance here. Flawless singing and screaming. Next are the guitars. The first thing you're going to hear here is that natural harmonic sound, ping, and both of the guitarists employ lots of various techniques when it comes to the guitar playing. I love the sound effects and pedals they are using here because it brings more variety to the overall feeling and sound of the album. The album is full of heavy, crunchy guitar riffs, but also those very soothing melodies and those weird, evil sounding ones, like on the first Korn records. Then we have the bass work, which is audible. The bassist mostly plays his own lines, but sometimes he follows the guitars. And finally we have the drumming. The drummer is phenomenal here, and from what I've known, this is his last recording with the band, because then he left and Batch replaced him. I love the sound of the drums on this album, how heavy and cool they sound. I love the reverb, I love the snare, I love the grooviness and the precision in his playing here. This is an outstanding work when it comes to the drumming, but actually everyone here is very talented and they know how to play their instruments. This song features a progressive structure because the sounds are constantly changing. The main hero of this song is Anza, the vocalist. She's singing throughout the entire thing, na 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 na. Then she does some screaming, "Resist to me!" I love her voice here. It's melodic but also angry at the same time. The whole atmosphere of this one is very magical, and it sounds like they are opening a portal to some different dimension. At least that's what I always imagine while listening to this song. It's a banger. Every second here is my favorite. 11 out of 10. Fight Out continues that very mystical vibe of the previous song, but it also adds more heavier stuff. I love the chorus here. Fight out, fuck it. It's just so groovy, but I also enjoy the verses, which are more soothing and more mystical, as I said before. The vocal performance, as usual, is stunning. 11 out of 10. Puppet starts with that classic nu metalish groove. Doom, 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 doom. I love it. The verses are my least favorite part of the song, but I still enjoy them. The chorus here is just amazing. I love the last minute of this song because Anza's vocals become more and more emotional as the track goes on. This one also features a guitar solo, which is a surprise when it comes to nu metal, but a welcome one. My favorite part of the song is where she sings "Please help me." 11 out of 10. Star is another banger. I love the intro to this track, very corny sounding. I love the guitar effects, the melodies, the riffs. The bass work is just phenomenal, as in the previous songs. And the drumming, stellar as usual. The vocal performance, also beautiful, but for some reason I don't feel this song as much as the previous three. Still, it's a beautiful piece. 10 out of 10. Furuman reminds me of those voodoo songs from Godsmack. It has a very tribal sound to it, no guitars or bass here, just drums, bongos, stuff like that, and vocals. I love the vocals here. The bongos and drums are also nice. This is not the best song here, and it's not on the same level as the previous four, but I still very enjoy it. 8 out of 10. Sacrificed is one of the highlights here. When I first heard this record, this was one of my favorites. I love that very nu metalish intro, those eerie guitar sounds, and then we get the chorus. First without the vocals, and I just love the guitar riff and the drumming. The grooviness is impeccable here, and then we get some vocals. The verses are much more mellow and laid back than the rest of the song. The chorus is fantastic. I love the bridge part because it has guitar sweeping, something that I haven't heard in other nu metal songs, and I love when bands experiment like that. As usual, it's hard for me to say what was better here, the vocals or the music, because both of those things were phenomenal. 11 out of 10. Wandering is a much more melodic song than the previous one, yet it still packs a punch. I love the build-up at the beginning. You disguise yourself, I disguise myself. Everybody lies, everybody's mind. That part is so fucking good. I could replay it for all eternity and I wouldn't get bored of it, because the build-up is fun and then it just hits you right in the face. I love that part, but everything else is also fantastic. The verses, the chorus, the bridge, great vocals and great music. 11 out of 10. I Will Stay starts with an eerie intro, and then we've got some very melodic verses, which I do enjoy. The chorus is also nice. Yet again, my favorite part of the song is at the end, because they always make the final chorus much more emotional when it comes to the vocals. It's like the vocalist Anza is breaking down in front of us and she's basically crying at the end, and it just hits you so hard. I love those kind of songs which are very emotional, and because of them you also feel emotions. This is another legendary song. 11 out of 10. Abizo, I'm not gonna lie, it sounds like a sequel to Furuman. The only difference is that this song has some guitar work and Furuman had none. Yet again, the vocals and the drums and the bongos are on the forefront. I enjoy this track a lot, but yet again, it's not my favorite here, but it's good. 8 out of 10. And the final song, Very. I'm going to surprise you, but I think this is the weakest song on the album. I still enjoy the vocal performance here because it's very beautiful. The instrumental work is fine. It's a very weird song because it incorporates some electronic elements, and it kinda ends like the album began. We hear the same guitar riffs and melodies as in the first song at the end here, and the same vocal melodies and words. So I guess they made this song for this album to feel like one coherent story. because it starts and ends with the same thing. It's a nice track, the weakest one here, but it's not bad at all. 7 out of 10. To sum it all up, the consistency is stable and the flow is fitting. Replayability, yeah, it's a masterpiece. I love this record. I feel like it could have been better if that final song was cut, because the album is already long, like over 40 minutes. But besides that, I have nothing to critique here. I love every instrument here and every vocal line. There's nothing bad on this record. The vocals are beautiful. I love the emotions and feelings Anza put into them. I love the instrumental work, how melodic and heavy at the same time it is. That mystical and eerie atmosphere is in every song, and I just love it. Each song has something different to offer, and I highly recommend listening to them. Celebrate the anniversary by spinning this record today. It deserves some love and attention, because I feel like this band is very underrated. Nobody talks about it. Nowadays they don't play nu metal at all. They've stopped in 2010, because in 2012 they've released a new record which was more heavy thrash prog metal. It wasn't bad, but it wasn't great. This thing, on the other hand, is a masterpiece. Check this stuff out, you won't be disappointed if you like nu metal. That's all from me, thank you for watching, don't forget to like and subscribe, follow me on my Instagram page, links in the description, and I will see you in my other videos. Bye!